Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you the first completely open source AI wearable device like Tab, Rewind, Pin, and other projects like that. Now, not only that it is completely open source, where you can own your own data, you can even choose different large language model providers or run your own. It is actually available today, so you can set it up today and not in a few months, and it is cheaper. Now, before I will dive into the details of the projects, and I will highly recommend just go and check out the GitHub repository because I put a lot of effort into the README files. I think it is better to start with a demo. So as you can see, I wear my AI wearable device right now, and it is recording and listening to my surroundings, to the things I say. And then it sends it up to my own backend. You can set up your own backend as well. And it processes the data, it saves it to the database and to be used later. Then I can go to the web app or the mobile native app, which is again all open source, and just start chatting with my AI device. And so here it says, hey, how can I help you? And I would say, what my AI wearable device is for. It might take a few seconds to answer because it's trying to fetch the right information. And throughout the last few days that I mentioned the AI wearable device to different friends, trying to pitch it and things like that. So yeah. So it says it is a continuous audio recording. It captures audio from your environment. It lets you own your data and privacy. It processes blah, blah, blah. A lot of things that I mentioned throughout the last few days, which is pretty cool. And then let's ask it why it is so important to have it open source. Reply shortly. Shortly just because I can be bothered to wait. Let's see what it says. So having it open source is important because it ensures full data ownership, which is true, promotes privacy, enhance security, prevent vendor lock-in, allowing for greater user autonomy and innovation. So I think it's so crucial in this time to understand the importance of it. So a lot of companies and different projects are talking about personal AI and other things like that, but it is not personal and it's not your AI if you don't own the data. If you cannot take your data and go elsewhere to a different provider or even run it yourself, then it's not yours. You're merely renting it. So this is why I'm creating this project, and I would really love to have people helping out and jumping on board. It's quite straightforward, by the way. So we have this device, which is a Coral AI device. You can buy it for $80. Plus $20 for the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth add-on. And then, which by the way, I'm actually going to switch in the next few days. I'm going to switch for Raspberry Pi Zero, which will literally cost $20, which is cheaper than all other solutions. So I have this device. As you can see, currently it connects to a large battery, but in the next few days, I'm going to have a small one, which will make it much, much better. And it records everything and send it to my backend. So the backend is a Supabase project, which you can deploy yourself, or you can use Supabase, which is free for quite a long time. And then it uses either OpenAI or Llama to embed your data and save it to a database, a Postgres database, a PG vector. And then it saves it there. And then you have the mobile app, as I showed you, which invokes another function in Supabase where it tries to fetch the right information from the database and reply with either GPT-4 or Mixtral, whatever you choose as your provider. And that's it. Like, you can literally set it up within like an hour. It won't work the best. Still a lot to do. For example, switching to Raspberry Pi, making the connection works with Bluetooth and not Wi-Fi, making the battery smaller and things like that. But it's just the beginning, and I know it can be much bigger if you will do it right. and properly. And let's do it for the community. Like, I think the pioneers of the personal computers and even the internet did not intend for the internet and everything to be closed source, vendor subscription like the world we are living in right now. They created open protocols. They created, you could always and still can deploy your own website and whatever, take your blog elsewhere. Same for the era of personal AIs. Like, people, users should be able to choose between different providers. Providers should have the incentives to compete with one another to win the user, either by providing the service at the lowest cost or providing the best large language model, the best RAG. RAG as a service can be a thing. And you should always be able to take all of it, take your data and run the setup yourself. This is the kind of world, this kind of freedom is what the internet and the personal computers were built on, and we should build it again for personal AIs. The alternative, the closed alternative, meaning at best, meaning that you probably won't upgrade to a better device of a better company because all of your data is already in one provider, in one company. And at worst, that your data is being used or sold to advertisers or things like that. I would really hope to have people on board help me out building this. And you can jump on GitHub and start seeing the code, buy the hardware and set up everything yourself if you want to. And always feel free to reach out to me on Twitter, whether it is to help out or to fund it or everything. Let me know. I am available. And other than that, have a nice rest of the day.